It's the one and only 5D Attraction, and I'm back. In this video, man, it's really just talking about something that's really, really key. And it's about not having no shame when it comes to this game, man. Having no shame when it comes to your life and the way you're moving. You know what I mean? Shame, number one, is one of the lowest vibrational frequencies. It's a very dangerous frequency to be connected with. And a lot of things that allow people to feel defeated and not have confidence out there in the world as they look back at different situations they might have experienced and they feel like, oh man, I wish I would have did that, or man, I remember when this happened, man. That make you feel unworthy. The reality of the situation is, man, you can have no shame in this game. You might have done something that could have seemed embarrassing. You can't even think twice about it. The people that are the most successful in this game that I've seen throughout my life, man, so many different people, they have one very big characteristic in common. And what that characteristic is they got a short memory. You notice the most successful athletes, a lot of the time they have the shortest memory. Because just like in a game where you got to be able to let that bad play go and focus on the next play with your full presence, that's how the game is. And that's why I think it's so important as well to approach and communicate and talk to women and vice versa for women out there to talk to men, is because um, it gives you it keeps you on your toes, it keeps you moving forward, it keeps you focused on what's next. You don't find yourself dwelling on the past, dwelling on the negativities, or a lot of the time you might be dwelling on a girl or somebody that you weren't able to get. Oh man, I wish I could have got blah blah blah, and you might have got curved. Or I know situations where the girl that you might have liked ended up your friend ended up getting with her. There's times where the girl that you was going after, she ended up sleeping with somebody else, and you wish it was you, whatever it is. Like there's some girls you wish you wanted to make your girlfriend, you wanted to get marry her, and then you get curved, and she ended up talking to somebody who you're like, what? There's so many different situations that have people feeling some type of way, and those things on one level is like, okay, you're upset, but on another level, man, sometimes it can get crippling for people, man. It can really mess with their ego. The ego is very sensitive, and in the dating and relationship game, it's very easy to get a bruised ego. Very, very easy. Which is why this is actually a very tough game to be in. And a lot of the guys that are acting like it's not worth being involved in are actually just weak. They're the ones that they can't withstand to play the game. So they say it's just toss it away altogether. You know what I mean? But the ones that understand, what they understand is that, you know, um, you got to be focused on what's next. You got to have a short memory. And it also is why a lot of the time it's such a fun life. This it's very free and exhilarating because you're moving on to the next. You know what I mean? You're not dwelling on one thing or trying to hang on. It's in a very abundant minded, and abundance attracts abundance. The more momentum you build based on the law of rhythm, you start to build so much momentum. You starting to pull in women and opportunities easily. Same thing happened with sales. You start getting so much momentum, approaching different people and talking to different people about your product. Things happen. That's happened for me, man. Like in business, um, just by talking to people and letting them even know that my product existed. Just taking the extra step to add that in my conversation when I talk to them. Like, yeah, actually, I've been working on this. Normally, I would just be like, oh, I'm not working on nothing, man. I'm just chilling, doing what I do. I'm like, now let me tell them, yeah, I'm working on this. Oh, word, keep me posted. I'm about. Next thing you know, you got a client because you're willing to talk and use your mouth and communicate. Um, you keep that mouth shut because you think X, Y, Z, whatever your brain wants to tell you, and you're gonna miss your opportunities. A lot of y'all are afraid. You're afraid of the shame. You know what I mean? That shame blocks you from your opportunities. What you gotta understand is, man, there ain't no shame in a player's game, man. They don't give a fuck. Like they don't care at all. It's like, oh, she said this. I don't care. Like I'm on to the next. I'm looking for the one that's looking for me. I'm looking for the one where it's easy as pie. Whenever you talking to a girl and it's like you cutting a steak knife, that's not the one. You looking for the one where that steak knife will cut through an apple pie fresh out the oven, just cut right through it. That's what you're looking for. So you don't even have time to get too caught up in anybody's situation because you're looking for who you know what I mean? Who's open and available for my communication, for my presence. And that's all that matters. So with that being said, you can't have no shame in this game, man. I mean, shame for what? Nobody cares. Like that's what you guys got to understand. Nobody cares about you. To be honest, bro, your family and your mother and your dad and your obviously they care about you. What I'm saying is everyone's first of all worried about themselves, trying, dealing with their own shame, trying to not trying not to look crazy. And then from there, people are paying attention to celebrities and the news and this and that. In terms of your importance in people's lives, in the grand scheme of all the distractions, it's nothing. So, it's like that old saying, we spend so much time trying to impress people that we don't even like. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, if you're not paying my bills, if you're not contributing any money to my situation, you don't matter at all. Like, to be honest, I mean, you can give me a perspective. And now, if it's positive and you roll with the team, then oh yeah, you matter because you part of the mission. But if you're not part of that, we keeping it pushing. I'm not even gonna give you a chance to matter that much because I'm focused on the next thing, man. So with that, I'm gonna close out and say make your next move your best move. You know what I mean? By continuing to focus on your next move. You know what I mean? So if you attract somebody, if you got somebody who you're focused on right now, or somebody that's the apple of your eye, I recommend you looking for the next apple of your eye and then the one after that. You got to play the numbers. You got to respect the numbers. It's mathematics. One person only talks to five girls in a year. He's going to have a very different experience than somebody who's talking to 100. And that person who's talking to 500. Like, it's just completely different based on, the level you take it to. So it's all about abundance over here, man. It's the one and only 5D attraction. You know what I mean? Let me just say this: abundance is very attractive, and having no shame is very attractive because you understand that, you know, that was one moment, and one moment doesn't define you. Many moments define you. So you focus on the many instead of the few. It's the one and only. Make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.